Luka Doncic just got traded to the Lakers for Anthony Davis. I still can't believe this is real. The Mavericks sent Luka Doncic, Maxi Kleber, Markieff Morris to the Lakers for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a 2029 first-round pick. Only one first-round pick. For some reason, the Jazz got involved in this trade. Danny Ainge, he got Jalen Hood-Schifino, a Clippers second, and a Mavs second. Watch it be in like 10, 15 years. The biggest name out of this trade is going to be Jalen Hood-Schifino. That would be hilarious. So last night, I was playing Madden, as one does, and I checked my phone, and I was like, okay, what is this? I saw a notification from Twitter, or X, and a notification from Sleeper, which is like a fantasy sports app. You guys probably know what it is. But I saw it, and I was like, Luka Doncic just got traded. Now, my first reaction was, okay, Shams got hacked. I'm sure many of you had that reaction too. Shams got hacked. And then I opened up X, and I was scrolling, and I'm seeing ESPN posted this. A bunch of all these players. We got Jalen Brunson talking about it. Giannis was talking about it. Everybody and their mother was talking about this trade last night. And rightfully so, because this is the biggest trade that has ever happened in the sports industry. Now, I was going to record this video last night, but I was thinking that I needed to sleep on it, and I didn't get much sleep. I still just don't understand why the Dallas Mavericks would have made this move. I mean, don't get me wrong. Anthony Davis, he's a stud. This season, he's averaging 25.7 points per game, 50% from the field, almost 30% from three-point, 12 boards, 3.5 assists per game. While Luka, who is currently hurt, this season is averaging 28 points, 8 boards, 7 assists a game. So I, probably 20% understand why the Mavs made this deal. But are they forgetting last season that Luka led them to a finals? Now, maybe they believe Anthony Davis can lead them to a finals as well, pairing alongside Kyrie. Maybe they'll complement each other more. In the playoffs last year, Anthony Davis averaged almost 28 points per game, 15.5 boards, 4 assists, and defensively was a stud. Luka averaged 29 points, 9.5 boards, 8 assists, and making about 3 threes a game. Now, stats are stats, and they're current. Now, if we want to think in 5 years from now, when Luka Doncic enters his prime, where's Anthony Davis going to be? Is Anthony Davis still going to be on the Mavericks? Probably not. Is Anthony Davis still going to be in the league, or will he be retired? I think that's the hardest thing I'm finding to wrap my head around is why would you give up your franchise guy for an aging veteran? Now reports are coming out that the Mavericks organization had some problems with Luka, that being that he was gaining weight. What I have to say about that, I mean, he's hurt. He's had a calf strain, and he hasn't been able to be active. Now, what I'm thinking of, he's currently probably still on his workout diet plan where he's eating a ton of protein, and that is, amassing to all the weight that he's gained. But I'm thinking the Pelicans didn't even give up on Zion with all his weight woes. Why are the Mavericks giving up on Luka Doncic? There was also skepticism that Luka wouldn't re-sign with the Mavericks, that he would sign somewhere else. So maybe the Mavs were like, well, he's not going to sign with us. Let's just try and get something out of this guy. Although I highly doubt that Luka would have signed somewhere else, and he would have probably just stayed with the Mavs. Now, I also got to thinking that maybe something is wrong with Luka that the Mavs know and the Lakers don't. Maybe Luka's calf is actually cooked, and he will never be the same player he was. I highly doubt that, just because, after every trade, they have to have a health, physical, and an evaluation for these players. And now bear with me. Put your tinfoil hats on. I'll put mine on. What if, now this is a crazy, crazy take, but what if Adam Silver forced this trade to happen? He realized, well, the NBA ratings are down. What's going to get people watching the NBA more? What's going to get people talking about the NBA more? I know, trading a franchise player, one of the best players in the league, top 3 players in the league, Luka Doncic, to the Los Angeles Lakers to play with LeBron James. Now, that is a crazy conspiracy theory, and it's probably not true, but you never know. Now, I was trying to compare this to any other trades, and I think the most recent one that comes to mind would be KD going to the Suns. And, I mean, we kind of knew that KD wanted out of Brooklyn, and that, KD is, like 34 years old. But it doesn't even equate. In 4 to 5 years, Luka will be in his prime. And Kevin Durant was like 34 years old. It's also crazy to me that the Lakers only sent 1 first-round pick when, the Nets got 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges. Now, I've been also trying to think of more reasons of why the Mavericks did do this trade, and maybe they want Derek Lively to be their next franchise player. They believe he can, and bring in Anthony Davis in a mentorship role could be the answer. That's basically what I'm drawing here, because I don't understand why they would do this. But also, you got to look at the Lakers, and sure, maybe they're not in a win now kind of scenario. They have LeBron James. They kind of should be in a win now, but who's going to guard the paint? They got Jackson Hayes, Jared Vanderbilt, Roy Hachimura, Dalton Connect, trying to guard guys like Jokic, Wembanyama, Giannis. They're going to have field days against this Lakers paint defense. So that's why I'm thinking for the Lakers, we had Kobe, we had LeBron, and now we have Luka. And sure, Dalton Connect could be great, but they got rid of a first. Only 1 first, so maybe they're thinking, well, maybe this upcoming draft, we need a stud. Maybe we go after, try and get a guy like Embiid to be in the paint. Defensive-wise, it's not going to work out, but maybe they have their eyes set on someone else. And I'm starting to notice a trend. Franchise players are being traded. Karl Anthony Towns, when he went to the Knicks, franchise player. That was out of left field. Luka Doncic, franchise player for the Mavs. They have a Luka day in Dallas. Gets traded to the Lakers. Who's next? The Los Angeles Lakers just traded away Jalen Hood-Schifino to the Utah Jazz. I can't.